What's up everyone, Jacqueline here from Nothing But Tech. Welcome to episode 3 of Building My Ultimate Setup. If you missed the last 2, you can check them out right here. But basically this is a show that combines the vlog style and personal feel of a vlog with tech. So I'm going to bring you guys through building and setting up my setup, and the finale is going to be a vlog style setup tour. If you like that concept, be sure to subscribe so you're the first to be notified. I just finished up episode 2 about 5 minutes ago, and now I'm starting episode 3 on the same exact day. Just picking up where we left, just in order to keep the length of these episodes at a minimum so then they're not too long and boring to watch. Hope you guys enjoyed the last one. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see the future ones. But yeah, let's get into episode 3. Alright, before we start this, I do want to give a huge shout out to a lot of the companies for sending these products out for me to use in the new space. Much appreciated, so thank you. But yeah, let's get right into it. So since I monitor and edit audio a lot, I really needed something good to listen to it with. And yeah, I do have my headphones, and the headphones are great, but when I want to take off the headphones and really just listen to it, so I picked up the Audio Engine A5 Plus, and I heard that those are really awesome speakers, so I want to unbox them for you guys and then set them up. So let's do that now. Okay, so here's the box. These are the Audio Engine A5 Plus, as I was saying before. I personally got the black model. They also come in white and bamboo. The bamboo is $80 more at $479. So if you really want bamboo, then get that model, but I was really happy with black. So I decided to save some cash and just get the black model. But yeah, let's open this box up. These speakers are really big, so hopefully they fit in the shot. Alright, so that's the first thing. Let's put that aside. The next thing is another cable right there. Then we have some foam. And then we have the actual monitors. Okay. That is it for the box. These monitors definitely do pack some weight, for sure. So let's first take a quick look. So as I said before, we just have our cables and stuff in here. And let's take a look at the first monitor. All the packaging on this is really nice though. I mean, I guess it should be for $400, but it's really nice. So let's take them out. Okay, here's the first one right here. In the back we have some inputs. Really nice. Picking up my fingerprints though already. Nice monitor though. Let's put that over there. Take a look at the second one. So I think that this is the one that's going to power the second one. So on the back here we have a bunch of different controls. So we have the on and off switch. We also have some inputs, voltage select, USB power, input, bunch of different things in the back. And then in terms of looks, these actually look really nice. So the last thing to actually open is this, and this just has the control, looks like. So let's see, this is the bamboo color right here. So this is the color that I got. This is the black, and then this one's the white. This is just different products that they have. So it's not instructions, actually. I think that this is gonna be the instruction manual. Yeah, so setup guide. So in here, just some safety information, quick features of these monitors, built-in power amplifiers, dual RCA and mini jack audio inputs, USB power charge port, so you can actually plug something in here and charge, remote control, which we'll check out in a second, front panel volume control, which you can see on this monitor right here, gold-plated connectors, variable preamp output control, full-size 5-way speaker binding post, custom Kevlar woofers and silk tweeters, hand-built MDF wood cabinets, magnetically shielded, and cables included. Works with any computer, so Mac or PC, iPod, iPhone, and iPad, Audio Engine wireless audio adapters, Apple Airport Express plus AirPlay, any product with mini jack or RCA audio output. So what's in the box? So we have the A5 Plus powered left speaker, so that's the one right over here. And then we have the A5 Plus passive right speaker, that one is this. Remote controller, which we'll check out in a second, speaker wire with detachable AC power cord, 3.5mm mini jack to mini jack audio cable, RCA to RCA audio cable, cloth speaker bag, cloth cable bag, setup guide, and product line brochure. We have some information on the remote controller. Let's take a quick look at that actually. So pulling it out of here. This is what the remote controller looks like. It has a sleep button, a mute button, and a volume button. Pretty simple stuff. Nice that it came with this though. Okay, I'm gonna go put these on my desk quickly. First speaker is on, second speaker is placed, Okay, so the speakers are set up. I did have to just connect 2 wires. It took about probably 5 to 10 minutes to set up. Really, really simple stuff. They do have a video on YouTube, which definitely helps you a lot to visualize it. If you want to check that out, linked in the description down below. But they are both set up and they sound really, really good. Still have to test them a bit more, but thumbs up for me. Okay, so I just edited a video with the speakers, and in terms of how they did, really, really good. Sound quality definitely there, and it tells you to give about 30 hours to 50 hours to break them in of just sheer listening. But even without that, they sound really good, and their soundstage extremely wide. When I was using the speakers built in on my Mac, I could tell it's coming straight from the bottom of the computer, and it was fine in terms of sound quality, but the soundstage wasn't really there. With these, it feels like the sound's coming from back there, up here, over here, back there. It just feels like it's coming from everywhere. So the fact that the sound quality is also there, and then the soundstage is there, makes these speakers really awesome, even without the burn-in time. And in terms of ease of use and volume, ease of use, really easy to set up. And then in terms of the volume, they get really loud, louder than I would ever need them to be. So you can turn these all the way up and definitely have them loud enough for like a group of people. And then also you don't really need to pick up a subwoofer for the volume, but then also for the bass, because the bass is there without it. If you do want to pick up a subwoofer, you can to add more bass and add more sheer volume, but you really do not need it. You can pick these up, be really happy with the bass and be really happy with the volume that they bring. And in terms of how they fit on my desk and with my setup, they look great. Let me give you guys a quick look. This is what the desk looks like right now. Keep in mind I'm adding another lamp to this side, and I'm also adding a bunch of other stuff to the desk, like a monitor stand and a bunch of other things. But right now, these just going with the Mac, they just look really nice, and they also just go with the room really nice. That's what they look like on the desk. They definitely get my thumbs up. Okay, the next thing I'm adding to my desk is a salt lamp. I have one in my other studio space, but this one is a smaller version that will fit on my desk. Salt lamps, in my opinion, look really nice video-wise, and then they also just look really nice in person, so I definitely really like them. I found them from John from TLD. He uses them a lot in his videos, and the way he uses them kind of convinced me to get one. He makes them interesting in the shots and stuff, so I decided to pick one up for my desk. If it doesn't fit on the desk, I'll put it somewhere else in this room, but hopefully it fits. And that was a complete failure. I'm gonna have to vacuum up the space after this. Alright, let me figure out how I should open that. Particles everywhere. There's like no better way to open it. No matter what you do, particles always fall out. It's the only bad thing about getting these. Cleaning up the particles right now, you can see them in the bag. Okay, so here's a quick update on the desk. I just added in the other lamp, and then the salt lamp behind that. The speakers are in, the keyboard, the mouse, the computer. And as I've added stuff, the underneath has gotten worse and worse. This is gonna be really, really annoying and long to cable manage this, but the end result should be pretty good. I'll bring you guys along as I try to do this. I'm gonna start by drilling in the Signum and then going from there. Okay, so the Signum is now in. I wasn't gonna use the Signum just because it required drilling into the desk, but nothing else really seemed to work, so I decided just to go with what I knew and picked up the Signum, put it in. Probably took around 15 minutes, so shouldn't have doubted it. Now I'm gonna start filling it up with all my cables and stuff, because right now this is a mess. Okay, so this is a lot better now. I just have to fix a few of these cables so they can't be seen. And then I also have to just cut this cable tie there and then tuck that into the Signum. And then this has to stay like that in order for the desk to be able to move up and down. But it looks substantially better. Okay, it is now the next day, and I've bought a few things for the new studio, and I've also set a few new things up, and I've cable managed a bit more, so let me show you guys what I've done. Okay, so the first thing is adding in this monitor stand. It's from a company called Synology, and basically what it's gonna allow me to do is create more desk space. So I now put under my Focusrite Scarlett 2i2, so now that clears up space over here. And I'm also gonna put my G drive underneath here, because I still have a few more things to add to the desk, like a headphone stand. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to have enough space for it. So if I don't, I'm also gonna put a shelf right above the desk, and that's gonna have all my other headphones and my other headphone stands on there. And I might just end up putting my main headphone stand on there as well, because that's easy enough to reach, and then I'll have more desk space on the desk. And then I also have another thing from Synology, which is gonna be my storage, and I'm gonna have to figure out a way to fit that on this desk also. But that's update number 1. It definitely makes the desk look better. And then the second update is a new TV I bought for the studio. Okay, so over here, as I said in the pilot episode, I'm gonna put a TV. So I bought the Vizio 43-inch 4K Ultra HD. I was originally just gonna go for a 1080p TV, but this is a very similar price, and it was a smart TV, so it has Netflix and all that kind of stuff. And I saw it in person, and I was pretty happy with the quality on it, so I decided just to go for it. So that's 43 inches, should look great up there on the wall, so I'll be sure to add that. Okay, so this next package that I'm about to open is from a company called Synology. They make some of the best NAS storage experiences. And since I record a lot of video and then some of the freelance I do is in 4K, those file sizes start to add up. And when you take into account that I want to keep all of my past videos that I've made, it starts to add up a lot. So this is a Synology disk drive with drives already in it, 16 terabyte drives I believe from Seagate. Synology was nice enough to send over the disk station and the drive. And this should be really useful for storing all of my 4K content. It has really fast speeds, and it's also very secure, and there's many different ways you can format the drives. So I can do it backup drive, so 8 terabytes of storage available and then 8 terabytes of backup, or I could do 16 terabytes and no backup. And then I can also access this from different devices. I can store movies, TV shows on it, thumbnails, videos, and then I can open it on my phone or other devices, which is extremely useful. So if let's just say I leave the office and then I want to post a video and I don't have the thumbnail, then I can just open up the app and get the thumbnail and post it, which is extremely useful. And I don't know how many times I haven't had the thumbnail when I wanted to post a video, so definitely really useful. Alright, let's get into it. If you guys want to pick up these drives or any other item in the video, you can with a link in the description down below. I'll link it all below. And if you guys want to see more coverage on this specific drive, definitely let me know by leaving a like on this video and in the comments down below telling me. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is the actual disk station. And then in here, let's see, we have a cable for it. Let's see what else we have. In this box, let's see, open this up. In this box, it gives some information about it, and then in here we have more cables, some screws. Okay, so in here it says welcome, quick installation guide. Okay, this is an instruction manual. I'm going to keep this out because I'm going to need it. You take out these two things, close this up. Product packaging, pretty good. But I'm not sure if the drives are already in. I'm pretty sure that they are, because I haven't received another package from them. Let me check quickly. First things first, let me just pull off this plastic. It's like the best part of any unboxing. Satisfying. Okay, so just pulling this piece off, taking a look at one of the drives. Okay, and I was right. The drives are in here. So this is a Seagate Nass. This is 4 terabytes, so there's 4 of these. And pulling that out was actually really simple. And then the way you replace it is just popping this off, and then you can put other drives in. Pretty sure that this can take up to 32 terabytes, if I'm not mistaken. And then it just goes right back in, push it, you're good to go. Okay, so if the drives are already in, that's step 1 and 2. So step 3 is just to close it back up, so the way you do that. And this is the DS416 Play, which is great for storing movies and videos and 4K content. Okay, and that looks like it's in. That was the 3rd step. The 4th step is plugging in some of the cables. Okay, this is the first cable. This looks like it's the power cable. It just goes in the back, and then this is the second part of it. There we go, it is in. Next step looks like I'm just plugging this into the back. Currently installing the recommended packages. Okay, so the drives are officially set up. Everything is good. Setup was really easy. The instruction manual online was actually better than the printed out one, so if you want to check that out, link in the description down below alongside the drive. But the drive looks very nice on my desk. It doesn't really look out of place like I was expecting it to. So it fits in perfectly there. In terms of cable management, I did have to move a few things around. and I'll show you guys the cable management in a second, but setup was extremely easy on this guy, and I tried out uploading a few files to it, and that was also really fast, so gets my thumbs up. Definitely will be my main place for storing video, and it's actually really reasonably priced, so if you want NAS storage, I would recommend this guy for sure. Also, if you guys want a full review of it, please let me know with a comment down below, and I'd be happy to do that. Okay, so now in terms of cable management, here's what we have going. The Signum is filled up like crazy. I'm not sure how it's not breaking, but we mainly have 3 main cables here. This one I'm going to try to tuck away up in the Signum, and then this over here, I'm going to try to tape to the wall some way, and then this one cable has to stay like this because the way that the desk moves up and down. And then this cable here, I just have to Velcro to the top of the desk. And then overall, it should be pretty good except for this one wire here. Overall, though, I'm impressed with the cable management job I did because when you're standing up like this, you can't really see any of the cables underneath. It's just these that I have to fix, and I'm going to fix those by just putting them into the Signum. And then that one cable there cannot be fixed, which is extremely annoying, but there's nothing I can do about it. And then this one cable, I'm just going to Velcro to the top, so it should be really clean. I'll show you guys when it's done. About 10 minutes later, here's what we have. So from a distance, this is all you see. And then if you go a little bit further down, this is what you see. So it looks crazy, but not when you're sitting at the desk and not when you're looking at the desk from afar. From afar, it just looks like that. In episode 2, I wasn't able to figure these out, but then I went on a different page who used these, who showed that sometimes the zipper gets stuck and how to fix that. And then I was able to figure it out after watching that video. So I have it on one wire here and then the big wire there. So even though it's still present, it definitely looks a lot better. And then this last cable right here, I'm just gonna tuck away. And even when you look at it from here, even though it's a mess, it's still like a contained mess. But the main thing is looking at it from here, you only see like those 2 cables. So I feel like I did a pretty good job for the fact that this desk is motorized because I can still move it up and down like this. With cable managing, the second you do one thing right, another thing goes wrong, and that's been happening to me every single time I do it. So you really just have to be patient and understand this is going to take a few tries and things are going to unplug as you start tucking things in. Definitely a little bit maddening as you're doing it, but the end result is definitely worth it. I'm very happy I spent a few hours doing this versus having a really messy underneath because that just looks terrible. The next thing, of course, is going to be cable managing the desk, as I just said. But I'm going to end episode 3 on a high note before there's another crisis with the cable management. Definitely let me know what you think of the studio. I think it's really coming together nicely. The next thing that we're going to have to do is put up some artwork, do the charging station, the live unboxing station. There's definitely a lot more to do with the setup, but the Synology disk drives and the speakers and the other things that we added in this episode have really made the desk look a lot better and have really made it suitable and easy to now start editing in a new spot, but I definitely still have to set up a few more things. Anyways, I'm going to end episode 3 here. Check out all my social medias here for more behind the scenes, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Thank you all for watching.